gave her the biggest hug that I could. And when she saw me, she was like, oh man, finally somebody I see that's on my side.
Right, they could relate.
She was getting hit with everything left and right. And I just said, I hugged her. I said, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Portrait.
You are the best. Now that Cheryl Miller is on Caitlin's side, an internship is just what's needed to turn things around. Let's correct the record. Cheryl Miller is more than simply a former basketball player. She is a legend who practically invented the idea of domination in the sport. The ideal individual to assist Caitlin in honing her skills would be Cheryl Miller. She had the ability to use pure magic to torch defenses while she slept. Cheryl is teaching her not only the technical parts of the game, but also how to handle the hostility.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the inductee class of 1995. I would like to thank the Hall of Fame. I'm sure that I'm going to forget some people out here, but I'd like to thank Linda Sharp, my coach at USC, Bill Wall, Lynn Berry, Annie Myers, Coach Pat Summit, my mom and dad, my friends, my family. I remember reading once.
Cheryl has first-hand experience with the pressures to stand out, so she is well aware of them. She is now giving Caitlin advice on how to deal with the unique combination of brilliance and jealousy she experiences in the WNBA, a league that all too often sees young potential as dangerous. Cheryl Miller and Caitlin have a great working relationship. It's amusing how the WNBA players must be feeling at the moment because Cheryl is such an outlier that she makes everyone around her feel like they have to prove something. This kind of mentoring is entirely novel.
Pioneers who made their marks on the hardwood, superstars of a growing sport. These are the legends of our game.
She was one of the greatest college players ever, a scholastic icon who helped the game climb to new popularity, Cheryl Miller. This two-time National High School Player of the Year received more than 250 scholarship offers. She picked USC and lived up to every expectation. This four-time All-American set USC career records for scoring, rebounding, free throws made, and steals. Those records still stand today. When her teams won NCAA titles in 1983 and 1984, she was tournament MVP each time. She was just as dominant for the 1984 Olympic gold medal team. She had a strong second act as a coach and a broadcaster. And in 1995, earned induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Because you're making fun of Caitlin while she's learning play BYPL from a real legend under Cheryl's guidance. Let's be honest, Caitlin has a strong work ethic and the capacity to maintain composure under pressure.
Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Caitlin Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. It goes behind.
Cheryl's idea is simple. You show them buckets when they demonstrate hatred. Because Caitlin is learning from someone who has gone through everything and understands exactly how to deal with it, this relationship is unique. What will happen when Caitlin signs with the WNBA? Most of you so-called pros would prefer to denigrate her rather than recognize her talent. She has the skills, the mindset, and the incredible range, nearly half the court. Despite the WNBA's proclaimed goal for skill, some of you seem to favor watching her miss than the league getting better. This has nothing to do with her stealing your thunder. Steph Curry is met with cold shoulders and sidelong glances rather than expressions of appreciation. Let's not act as though this is not a common occurrence. Even though some of you are afraid, Caitlin is here to enhance the game, not to replace you.
One down, and it's a big one. That's old. Clark has space. She's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect. Oh, Caitlin Clark. She waited to prime time to connect from deep. NCAA ranks. We got some score power on the court. Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin Clark gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space. Gustafson, too much. Long rebound to the Fever. Oh,
Gotta
back
get
bend like
back.
don't wait.
Transition defense.
Cheryl is teaching Caitlin how to repress her bad emotions, for whatever reason. Is it because she's breaking ankles and pulling up from the logo, or is it because she's quickly gaining popularity among fans while you're too preoccupied with subtweeting each other? Caitlin would probably hear Cheryl say, "They don't want to shine blind them with every three-pointer you've got." She is teaching Caitlin to play her game fearlessly, to embrace every swish, every step-back three, and every move that makes WNBA players shake their heads in jealousy because of her vast experience, which has allowed her to weather the storm and still earn respect. Caitlin is in good hands because Cheryl has witnessed the worst of it. Fans have been looking forward to the WNBA All-Star Game since it was announced that rookies Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had been selected for the 2024 WNBA All-Star Team. The question of whether Clark or Reese would start for the WNBA, which is coached by renowned women's basketball player Cheryl Miller, has been hotly debated ever since. But now that the team's WNBA starting five has been announced, the questions might finally have an answer.
Second quarter, and Clark doing it with some defense. Comes up with the block, and then Lexi Hull finds her. Fever back within 4. All is trying to create. Shot clock down to 9. Here as Clark gets inside, the scoop shot falls. Indiana scoring, has done it from the three-point line, has gotten to the rim, and she'll head to the foul line here momentarily.
You're taking on.
And Caitlin Clark had one final blessing when she was clearly chosen to be the team's starting point guard. Additionally, we signed Connecticut Sun forward Danana Boner, Jonquil Jones of the Dallas Wings, and Nneka Ike, a forward for the Seattle Storm and New York Library Center in Arkansas. Throughout the week, Ogen Bali Miller has praised Clark's abilities both on and off the court. Even though Miller isn't now in charge of a squad court, she had the exceptional chance to coach rookies Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, who are usually depicted in the media as rivals at the same time, while she was the head coach of the WNBA at the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game. Miller clarified the purported hostility between these two 22-year-old global superstars during an interview on The Mark Jackson Show on September 3rd.
She doesn't jump out the gym. She's not like your 6'6", 6'5", which gives her a height advantage, a length advantage. So it has to be here. It has to be here because I've never seen someone offensively rebound better than her. Better than her. And she reminds me of that mentality of Dennis Rodman. Anything around the rim, loose around there, she gonna get. She gonna find a way. She just, and they used to call it, he has a nose for the ball. No, it's just something in them that every loose ball, they gonna find a way. Runs the floor, great hands, understanding. Those two being on the floor shattered whatever narrative people were trying to push. I don't know animosity. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but these guys, all they want to do is win. And seeing them interact off the court and shoot around and everything else, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, guys, and it was such a blessing to be a part of it.
Group despite being the team's head coach, the WNBA squad defeated Team USA, led by Cheryl Reese, 117-109. Miller appears to be more concerned with making sure that everyone under her guidance had a good time that weekend, especially the newcomers Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It's amusing because some of you WNBA veterans are acting like ESPN pulled down your highlights because of Caitlin, rather than trying to acknowledge her grace. Every time Caitlin lights up the court, Cheryl advises her to keep her head up and approach the arena with pride because she knows that Cheryl's skill will support her moves and attitude. While Caitlin is out there draining shots from the parking lot, you guys are perspiring more than LeBron during the championships. What happens if Caitlin uses a step-back three to send opponents reeling? She is Allen Iverson personified. You cross people up and send them running for their trainers instead of treating some of you WNBA players with respect. As she sinks another 30-foot as if it were no big deal, be kind to her watch. Cheryl is only another rookie, but she has her back, and Caitlin knows how to deal with the fire. This bond is not only important but also historic. Cheryl Miller and Caitlin Clark are similar to Michael Jordan coaching Luka Doncic. There are irrevocable repercussions when two basketball players with such high IQs get together. By teaching Caitlin how to take criticism, Cheryl is setting her up for success in a league that sometimes doesn't identify extraordinary potential until it's too late.
She had a little fiery attitude going back, just all competitive. And that's what it's about. And she's ready for this moment, as I said in that first half, and she is showing and proving why right now.
Atkins off the window.
Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a three. Connecticut, second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in.
You WNBA players all have to face reality. Cheryl's influence is making Caitlin stronger. With Cheryl Miller's confidence, she is competing for records, highlights, and MVP honors. The difference is that, unlike Shaw, who was at least well known for his power, Caitlin is doing it with grace and with the support of one of the most respected names in the game, while you are busy whining about Caitlin's incredible stats, like prime Shaq under the rim. The most significant story twist in the WNBA saga is the collaboration between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Miller. Despite your criticism, Caitlin and Cheryl Miller are leaving a legacy, so this is a wake-up call. The next time you witness Caitlin Clark dominating the court, keep in mind that she has Cheryl Miller on her side. Cheryl has probably already taught her 5 more methods to undermine your defense while you're all gathered around trying to figure out how to control her game. For a league that has been so hesitant to accept her talent, Cheryl is teaching Caitlin how to become well-known. Caitlin is unrepentant and has the legend's backing when she shows up.
Pace. Clark outside, and that's good.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Caitlin Clark with a difficult look from deep. A locked-in face.
Locked in face.
Clark a deep three. You bet. Could have held for one, did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in on the delivery from Clark. She finally missed one. Kennedy Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2.
WNBA preparation. Whether you choose to take action or keep believing that Caitlin isn't the real deal, you can be certain that Cheryl Miller's protege has her permission for every shot she takes and every record she smashes. She is breaking the template and doing it in flair rather than trying to fit in.